What a dope part, too.
It was cool, man.
What was that like, working on those big Hollywood movies?
That was unbelievable. I'm not like the Hollywood guy by any stretch of imagination. 10 minutes of me being on your podcast probably proves that. But I mean, I don't, man, I've been places, I've done so many things. I don't place a lot of stock in doing those big deals, but it was awesome. Anytime you get an opportunity to play in a movie that is your favorite growing up, that in itself is unbelievable. Not to mention, look at the cast.
Where'd they film The Longest Yard?
Well, Albuquerque's where they filmed most of the prison stuff because it was at one of those prisons. It was at a penitentiary that was closed down.
So it was at a real one.
It was, it was a real one.
That's
It was
cool.
terrifying.
Really?
Really, I swear to God.
How long had it been closed down?
Not very long.
Dude,
and ironically,
renovating an abandoned prison. We could do this.
you can do this. It was the prison that became famous because when the prisoners took over the prison
In real life or in the movie?
in real life, they took the prison over and they executed some of the prisoners and they were playing soccer with their heads.
Oh, boy.
Yes, that's the field we filmed the practice on The Longest Yard.
Yeah.
So it's like none of the actors wanted to be in the cells or anything like that. It was terrifying.
There's probably some dirt in them showers.
There's no doubt.
Dang.
No question. So it was there, and then Southern California, where we did the final game. But most of it was in Albuquerque, Santa Fe, New Mexico. It was a lot of fun. I mean, it was truly an honor to be on set with Burt Reynolds.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a
That is
cast-filled
cool.
movie.
Yeah, they had everybody in that movie.
Yeah, it was a big one, man. They had Goldberg in that movie.
That's why I watch it.
And
Nelly,
that was the coolest thing for me. And Nelly
was
I'll tell you, you want behind the scenes? Nelly and I did
please say
all.
Nelly's awesome.
He is freaking unbelievable.
I love Nelly.
He's so cool. He's such a down-to-earth dude. I mean, I don't know. Leno told me one time, right? And he asked how a couple people treated me in Hollywood. And I told him, and he's like, well, here's the deal. He says, I treat people the way they treat their wait staff. And I'm like, okay, that makes a lot of sense because they're going to treat me different than they're going to treat the normal person. And so you don't really know who they are, right? And so I had that experience with the Goldbergs and then the dude, the father that got fired there. I got some backstory on that one, but I never shared that.
Yeah.
This is a passionate state. We live in Ohio. We love coming here. We've
looked at houses
We've come
so
down here with a
many
realtor, and
They were looking at houses this morning.
Yeah.
Flipping her phone, trying to find a place.
Let's go.
We constantly are fighting to not spend more time here. So we get it. And I also enjoy that the Texas people raise their Texas flag.
Yeah. I grew up in Oklahoma, right? Bordering states and, Texas OU. I always wanted to go to University of Texas. I never had any animosity about Texas until I met the head coach at the time. But, I love it here, man. I really do. It's just unbelievable.
It's beautiful, too.
It really is. Yeah, it's beautiful. I mean,
Man, the weather right now is...
the weather right now is why we're here.
Yep. Not the weather 2 months ago.
Or the weather 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Freaking 34-year snowstorm.
Right when you moved here.
Right when I moved here.
Every time we fly here, it's like the weather's like perfect.
Yeah.
It's like a sales pitch every time.
Well, you got to move here then.
Yeah,
please.
it's like literally
Make it consistent.
Other than the rain that we bring usually.
Rain's good too. We need that right now. No, not in the middle of construction.
Yeah, you don't want rain.
Speaking of, how's that going?
I don't want to hear anything from you, Captain Pessimistic. I'm like every day, I'm like, okay, it's getting closer. It's getting closer. And he comes to the house and he says, well, I just got to tell you, when mine was at this stage, it took 4 more years. I'm like, yeah, I wanted to kill you. Like, did you really say that?
Man,
I was riding
true.
on such a high.
It's true.
I don't want to hear it from
is.
you either.
It's like that in Ohio too, man. It's brutal.
I saw that.
here's the
I saw
thing.
that time lapse you put up though today. That looks like it's coming along. That looks cool.
Dude is jamming.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, my drop dead date as far as a a date we're really shooting for is when I can move the cars in. I don't give a.
You said you were moving at least one car in pretty soon after I was there 2 weeks ago.
I moved that.
You put one in?
That Jeep in there.
Oh, okay.
It's this big, so
Yeah,
you don't
that
even
barely
notice
counts.
it. Exactly, but it's there.
Yep.
So I mean, the move-in date is when I care.
Yep.
So when we get dried in, we're calling the Bernie Police Department.
Have
and
you
they're gonna
seen this yet?
trudge
You
us
seen
in.
it on